Hello and welcome to our channel Between the Lakes. Today it's a little bit different. We've got a special guest with us who's come down to see us all the way from Camposol. And if you don't know where Camposol is, it's on the Costa Calida in Murcia.
He runs a YouTube channel called Expat in Mazarron, and he also runs a once a week live show which we look forward to every Thursday night.
We do. Look who we've got with us today.
Yeah.
Shaun
Special
Matthews,
guest, yeah.
special guest,
Yeah.
fantastic. Shaun, tell us all about Camposol. Well, not all about it, but give us an idea if for somebody that wanted to come across and buy a property in Camposol.
I think the way I always explain Camposol, it's like a town because it's got everything that you could think about, except it hasn't got like a garage workshop. But there's places outside of Camposol because it's got a supermarket, it's got a bank, it's got a money exchange, it's got a petrol station, it's got the doctors, it's got private doctors. The list goes on. And I think that's what a lot of people don't realise. I mean, obviously Camposol, if you do your research, you're going to come up with the Channel 4 programme, Homes from Hell. And it's where the developer itself obviously got carried away and didn't do things properly. And there are property that is falling down, it's got problems with the foundation. But I think I always tell people to come and have a look yourselves. Don't listen to all the rumours and things like that, because there's a lot of places in Spain that have got problems. So I always advise people to have a look. And
don't watch the YouTube videos because that is not a fair representation.
No. I think once you know if it's for you, because I think one of the other things I didn't thought I would like being in urbanisation. I had the dream of moving out to Spain, living in the middle of nowhere, having a little field of olive trees and going down to the local pub. But it doesn't work like that, because I think when you get older, you do have to think about, well, where's the doctors? You know, is it going to be 5 hours drive? And you find out in Spain, if you live down a dirt track, the ambulance won't go down there. So I think if you're a lot younger and you're more adventurous, go and live out in the middle of wilds and whatever. But I think when you start to get to that big retirement age, you've got to start thinking about your health.
Absolutely.
And I think the other thing, what I do love about these bigger urbanisation, not just Camposol, is a community. People get together, and not just the English, all nationalities get together, and they obviously we got the British Legion, Help the Aged, MABS for Cancer Trust. I mean, another thing on Camposol, what I like with the community side of it, they got voluntary groups that go around doing a bit of gardening. It's not for me, but some people love that. Keeping the place tidy. To me, where I am, I just walk across the shop with my slippers. Takes me about a minute. Maybe not to some people, because obviously we got entertainment on at night, especially at weekends, and it can get a little bit noisy. But I don't mind that.
Well, we went, didn't we? We went to.
We had a look.
In fact, we nearly bought on Camposol, didn't we? In 2016 or 2017, when we were looking originally. Yeah. And we did spend a lot of time. We looked a lot online at the properties. Then we went to see a few properties, and they were really nice, really big, and great value for money, weren't they? And we were really tempted. It just wasn't for us because of where it was. Yeah. Nothing to do with all the bad press from Channel 4 and all that stuff. That didn't put us off because we saw it. And A and B, I liked A and B, that everything happens there. Yeah. Got all those shops, a fantastic big supermarket, and all the bars. I was quite surprised at how many bars there were.
Yeah, really nice.
Just a fantastic. How many people are on Camposol?
Like 5,000 properties. And out of that, obviously, you probably got half and half holiday makers that come over during the summer, people that's got holiday homes, or they rent them out, and obviously the other 50% will be probably full-timers like myself. Yeah. So, I don't know.
Yeah, but lots. It's big. I mean, it's a big.
I think
it's a town in itself, isn't it?
You know, I mean, we're only talking 2 years now with the COVID. And nothing's shut down. They've all managed to survive, all the bars, the restaurants, they're still ticking over. I think that's another good sign, what's going on in the area as well, because the COVID had hit everybody badly, but people will still manage to carry on.
Yeah.
You know, the supermarkets, the bank, you know, they're all there for us, which is the main thing.
Yeah,
because a lot of places closed down.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Never opened again.
Yeah.
A lot of bars and restaurants in
Noticed
particular.
a few around here where it's, you know, new ownership.
Changed hands,
Changed
yeah.
hands.
Still going, they're surviving.
Yeah.
One or two have gone by the wayside, haven't they? But I think all the good ones survived. Don't they? The
Yeah.
good ones always survive. When you're in the UK, because you've been here for 5 years now, haven't you?
Well, it's going to be coming up to 6 years, December.
Right.
Yeah.
And, you know, what did you do before that? What did you do in the UK?
Before, I served in the forces for 9 years as an infantryman, and then I came out of that and I joined Securicorps, which is a big security company, as a night driver, because they were just we're talking about early 80s.
Yeah.
They'd just gone into the parcel side of it, and then over the years they got bigger and bigger until they just got too big and they just couldn't cope anymore. So then DHL bought out Securicorps, which I liked because I went on to be a lorry driver. Pretty cush job. It had a tail lift. I used to pick up pallets. I enjoyed
Did
that.
you have a CB radio?
Oh yeah, the radio, yeah, all the CB stuff, and I quite enjoyed that. I was a day worker then. Well, my last part of my years, they got taken over yet again. DHL sold off the next day parcel day service to Yodel. Yodel work in a different practice. It's all about profit and money.
Yeah.
And they wanted us to go from full-time to 0-hour contracts, and none of us would agree to that. So they shut the branch down, made us all redundant. And where I lived in sunny Dorset, in the middle of nowhere sort of thing. Finding a job was really, really difficult, really. So we then already decided that Spain was going to be the place. We'd already been coming to Spain before that anyway, while I was at work.
Yeah.
But we hired a camper van, we went down the West Coast. Here we are.
Yeah, the rest is history.
Yeah, and I don't regret it. I think if you're thinking about something like this, you've got to do it. Don't think about it too much. Do your research as much as you can, but you've got to come out here and do it.
Yeah.
Because the more you think about it, the years just shoot by. And
Absolutely. Yeah. Those 10 years we had in Turkey just went.
Yeah.
I can't even remember them now.
I can't believe we've been here 4 years.
And we've been here 4 years, but it seems like we've just got here.
I mean, do you agree? I think one of the things I've learnt here is you don't know what time of day it is.
No.
Do you know what time it is now?
Don't care.
What's time?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's, every day is the same, and I forget. I mean, I know it's Monday today because of.
Yeah, well, he didn't always know what day
No.
it is.
I've got it on my watch.
Yeah, well, that's helpful, isn't it? You've got your watch or your phone. It sort of gives you. But time just goes, and I think a lot of people worry about when they retire. What am I going to do?
We just like to sit, don't we? We'd sit and people watch on the front, the sea in front of us, and a beer, a nice cold beer.
And life is more relaxed here, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
You haven't got that rush feeling. You can just, I'll do it tomorrow.
That's right.
Mañana.
Yeah, mañana, mañana. Yeah, that's the only Spanish word I know. No, we are learning Spanish, aren't we? What about your YouTube channels? I believe you've got about 3 YouTube channels, Shaun, have you?
I've got obviously my Expat and Mazarron channel, which is my main channel. I've got my drone channel, which I've just changed the name recently, Shaun the Drone.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
What was it before?
It was Don Quixote.
That's it, Don Quixote, yeah. I do subscribe to all your channels.
And I've got another one called the Camposol Explorers, because I like going out, taking people, showing them. This is another reason why I love this part of Spain, because there's so many places to explore.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. I mean, I've been here nearly 6 years, and I'm still finding some amazing places, you know. And I do love doing YouTube. I mean, I love putting videos together. There are some rules on YouTube you have to be careful of, but other than putting a video together, trying to be myself is that's what I do. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I think that's what sells your channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you've got to find, once you've found your niche, which I think you already have found your niche, you just carry it on.
Yeah.
I think if you just setting up a YouTube channel, I think when I did mine back in 2009, I set up YouTube. It was more to do with my business back in the UK.
Yeah.
And it was just going nowhere. I think YouTube was still in its early days, and it's more. I was trying to make it like a sell, but it was just going nowhere. And I carried on, and then when the drones appeared, it opened up a whole new world to me.
Yeah.
In the extent where my channel started to grow, because I got into crop circles.
Oh yeah.
Because where I lived in Dorset and Wiltshire was the main area, and come sort of May until about August, crop circles.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I will say, all you crop circle people out there, you know it's man-made. It's not done by little aliens that come down, make patterns. It's a bunch of guys that get together once a year. Some of it, they actually get paid by the farmers, because the farmers earn money as well, and we're talking big money. Some corporations put together like some sort of advertising thing. Probably seen over the years, the Sun will do whatever. It is a secret team. They don't want to know who they are. Bit like that artist, the
Banksy.
Banksy. It's that sort of attitude. They just give me a tip-off whereabouts, maybe 2 or 3 fields, and I have to go out. And obviously with the drone, it made life so much easier, because trying to find a crop circle in a field is just
no chance.
zilch.
You've got to be elevated, haven't you?
Yeah. And with the drone, but just as I was doing that, I was moving to Spain, and Spain, the hay here must be about that high. It's not crop circle material, but I do miss it.
Yeah.
Because it was some of those designs they did was amazing, you know.
I think that's been very
So
interesting.
you've interrogated me enough now, then.
So thanks again, Shaun.
That's all right.
It's been great to meet you.
Likewise.
We've been watching him on YouTube for years.
Yeah.
Now to see him in the flesh.
And on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a Thursday night for live
I'm back on again.
We did miss you this week. 'Cause,
Yeah.
we were watching the football.
We were watching
Yeah, I
football.
thought that's what it was about. I come back on Thursday night, I was thinking, hang on a minute, where's everybody gone? And then they said, it's the English.
You picked a bad night.
Yeah.
But anyway, on that note, it's time to wrap the video up. So it's a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. It's a thumbs down if you haven't enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And don't forget to hit that notification bell.
3,
2, 1.
Ding!
Adios.
Adios.